Okay, I'm just gonna put this out there. In this video, if I sound pre-done, it's because I've already had to record this video 4 times on this DSLR, and I had three separate memory cards have an issue on them. On the 4th attempt that I tried to record it, it was out of focus. Joy is often thought of as an extreme happiness or elation, but it's much more than that. It is a deep and ardent longing, questing for its proper object. It can be understood in terms of the pilgrim longing. So as Chesterton said, we are homeless. Homeless? We are homesick. As Chesterton put it, we are homesick in our own homes. This kind of pilgrim longing is best understood in terms of Bilbo from The Hobbit. Throughout The Hobbit, Bilbo longs for home. He longs for the Shire, longs for his gown, longs for his books, longs for his shelves, longs for his chairs, longs for the things that he knows or he believes to be home. But upon returning home, home is no longer the same. There is a longing which still remains within him. Think of your childhood home or the school that you went to. You might feel a feeling. What else are you gonna feel? You might be overcome with a feeling, a warming. And we normally put that down to nostalgia, but it's much more than that. Nostalgia comes from 2 Greek words which mean return home and pain. The pain does not come from the longing, because if we were to go back to that place, that home, that bedroom, that classroom, we never actually find what we think it is that we would have. We're never satisfied. The longing still remains. From my understanding of joy, this is the nostalgic pain. The place itself is not the object of the longing, but rather is the impetus for the feeling evoked. For each of us, I imagine, there are books, there are songs, there are films, or there are albums that we consume and digest over and over again. We know them intimately, and yet we are still compelled. The world created within those musics, within those pages, creates in us a longing. The same can be said of human relationships. In fleeting thought of someone we love, someone we've lost, someone we perhaps don't even know all that well, there can be a stirring, a compulsion, a reason, but before it's even known to you, it's already past. And we look for that feeling in people, in friendships, in partners, but we never quite find it. And that's because a person isn't to be the object of the longing, rather a medium through which it is manifest. Whoa, I'm sweating. Whoa. Joy is an ephemeral overcoming with delight and desire, which carries within itself a profundity, a persistency, an ever-niggling itch that can never be scratched. Moreover, because it's an itch you can't quite put your finger on. Again, they aren't the objects of our nebulous desire. Lewis put himself, they are but an echo of a song we have never heard, but are adamant that we know. And if this echo was not to die, but to persist, to swell, to grow, we would know it beyond all doubt. Joy takes us outside of our own world and into something ineffable. But even in its indescribability, we feel its familiarity. It is kin to wanderlust, to nostalgia, but much more so to grief. Just as in the wake of loss, we long for that which has been taken away from us. In the wake of the euphoria of joy, we long again for that moment of longing. Yearning for a feeling, a moment, hoping to be there, wishing to be there, but ever knowing that we can never quite be there in any way which would ever truly count. Ephemeral and yet ever-present, freeing and yet shackling. Joy is that which is most familiar to us, and yet still that which is most unknown. Hanonle. Still that which is most unknown. Hanonle. I ain't doing that again.